Hello, hello, beautiful people. Let's make sure everything is on. It is all right. Cool beans. So we are getting started. And I can't find my little clicker. So we'll go back to old school. 3, 2, and 1. We are live. All right. Are you guys ready? Are you excited for tomorrow? I don't know if you know, but I have been leading up to it. And tomorrow it begins. Day 1. We are going to be starting Find Your Joy, Find Your Smile in the midst of loss and grief. And the idea is to realize that we have loss in our life. We have different things going on that could just kind of stay stuck to us, right? Almost like one of those little stickers. I don't know if you're from Florida, but there's these little balls that have little thorns on them, and then they get stuck on your clothes. And to try to get them off, you actually have to grip those little stickers, those little thorns, and you'll have to kind of squeeze them. So you got to poke yourself in the finger to get it off. Stuff like that can get stuck on us throughout different experiences that we go through in life. And we want to take it off, but we see those thorns and we're like, it's going to be too much. It's going to be too hard. Or we just might go, well, that's just life. And then we have those thorns constantly poking at us, poking at us, poking at us. And instead, there's actually different ways. You could put a glove on, wouldn't feel it at all. You could actually, sometimes you could flick it off. That's another way. You could ask someone else to do it. Sometimes there's various ways. You might notice that if you accidentally, not intentionally, but you accidentally wash a pair of pants or socks or a shirt that has it on there, and now the thorns are all like, and they're not pokey anymore. Yeah, that's what they do. Just kidding. But the idea is when we can allow ourselves different options, different ideas, different ways of thinking, transforming our thinking. Also, what we're going to be doing is allowing for everyone in the group to be able to, if they'd like to share, basically just sharing about yourself, sharing about your dreams, sharing about your goals. So that's the focus. And so the experience of whatever we've been through as the loss or the grief is part of us, right? We have this idea that grief is terrible and we have to have closure on it, right? So think about it. It's there and you slam the lid down on the fingers of grief. And you're like, no, I don't want this. Well, that's not really very helpful or kind. You're not going to get the best result because now you just have grief going, wah, 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 wah. That's the pain happening. Instead of understanding that grief is part of our human experience. It doesn't need to get shoved away. Whatever loss that we had in our life, it doesn't have to be looked at like, because of that loss in that experience, now I am forever a loss of myself. Now it does feel that way. It totally does. But it's not the truth. That experience adds value to you. It adds a deeper love to you. It adds a deeper connection to life and to experiences. So it doesn't have to be where it feels like we've had something ripped out of us. It's really that something within us feels like it's ripped out of us. It's still there. It feels like a void. It feels like that innocence or that experience was lost. But instead, that experience adds to who you are, adds to your life, adds to your journey, adds to your experiences, adds to who you are in this world. And so if that sounds like, yeah, I could totally get that, then I want for you to join us tomorrow. Now, it's something that you need to qualify for because you want to make sure that it's definitely the right thing. So you can get registered for it. And then you and I will have a conversation. And if you're registering for it, I know you're in the right space. But when I say you need to qualify for it, you need to be in the right mindset for it. You need to be in agreement that you're not coming in to just get confirmation that you're broken. Get confirmation that you're just going to suffer. You're not getting confirmation for that. And sometimes when we're experiencing grief or loss, without meaning to, that's what we're creating. And so we might say that's not what we want, but if that's what we keep creating, that is ultimately something that's going on that we want for that moment. And you might be like, that's BS. Well, we just got to look at it. There's nothing wrong. It's just if you think you want to show up like this, but instead you're showing up like this, there's just something not in alignment. We need to get you in that space. So that has you in the space to qualify, then to be into the group. And that's what I mean by qualify. Getting yourself into the mindset, getting yourself into the agreement to make this a safe space. Okay. So I'm going to share with you, you're going to get a little behind the scenes. Let me go ahead and share my screen. This is going to be the schedule. It's going out today, so it hasn't even gone out yet. I haven't even updated the dates that's going next. I just dropped those in there. So this is going to be what it looks like. Embracing emotions and authenticity, weaving joy into life's fabrics. Actually, I have to switch some of the week titles around because I've just now been kind of contemplating on how exactly I want it to flow. So I'm changing up that a little bit. So anyways, you're getting a sneak peek on what the weeks are going to look like. The changes that are going to happen for everybody that's attending. All the different experiences that they're going to be able to go through. I just love it. And I'm so proud of you guys for being here on this live, right? I'm so proud of everybody that's going to be a part of this group, because when we're looking at changing our lives, when we're looking at changing our experiences, that takes bravery, that takes courage. And especially if you're looking to do it in a different way, right? Some people are like, no, I've got to do it all myself. I've got to do it like this. I've got to do it like that. Let me go ahead and share with you the details as well. If you haven't registered, get over here to Eventbrite, get yourself registered. You'll see that because a friend of mine, her mom and stepdad were in a car accident on Friday, I decided to keep the early bird price. So when you go into here, you're going to see that the only option is early bird, even though the early bird time is over. You still have that price. That's what I'm keeping it at. And if you need additional assistance as far as payments and you need more payments out than what this is, then you just let me know that as well. So you'll see that your options, it's taking a minute there. Starts tomorrow. That's the only day. And it starts at 11 to 12:30. If you have to leave early, that's okay. You do not have to be on the camera, although it's really important that if you can, you know, first time people are a little shy. Now, everyone in this group, not so much. Everybody in this group, they are open. They are already been doing some work. They're already in this space of qualified, every single one of them. So as you're popping in, you're just going to be added right into a very safe group. So that's already happened. Let's see. Oh, so when you click your ticket, you'll see your options. You can actually, you'll see the early bird applies. I don't know why it does this. It drops that one in. You could just remove it. And the early bird code here, you drop that in if you want to pay the one-time price, and that will, you'll notice here, like it just was. Actually, I guess I should have left it. When you take it and you drop it in, you'll see it gives you the early bird price for the one-time payment. If you want to do instead split payments, to drop the early bird price in for the split payments, I don't know if you have, yeah, you have to remove the other one first. There you go. And then you'll see the split payment, which means you'll pay the $89 now, and then you'll pay the other $289 to me in whatever method works best for you. And so you're going to find yourself in your joy, in your smile, feeling such a relief. And you'll see as you're walking through all these different things, the benefits that you're going to get, the health that you're going to get, the community that you're going to get, the transformation in your thinking that you're going to get. Being able to see how you can still have grief, right? You can still think about your loved one and enjoy your life. And in that moment, enjoy your life and think about them. Enjoy your life and know that they're there with you. Everything about them is there with you. Their smell, their experience, their smiles, their laughter, their tears, all the memories you have with them are there. And wherever it is that they are at this time, their energy still exists. So their energy is also with you, connected to you. Now, everybody has a different idea of what it looks like afterwards. So it might look a little different for you. We can kind of clarify that. But either way, it helps you to see, yeah, we are energy, right? This meat body, this isn't who you are. It gets old and it ages and then it dissipates. This, you could chop off all your arms and your legs and you're still you. So then you're not this body. So when you're out of that body, you still are an energy, you still are in existence, and we connect to each other. Just like when you think of me or I think of you, all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I've been thinking about her. I've been thinking about him. I need to reach out. And then when you call, you're like, I was thinking about you. They're like, oh my gosh, I was thinking about you too. I really was thinking about calling you. That connection is real. That energy connect is real, whether we are here or not. So when you're thinking about them, they feel you. When you're thinking about them, they're feeling you. I think it's a good place. You feel them, they feel you. And so as we get into these different concepts, it allows our subconscious mind to shift and release other things that says, no, we have to suffer. No, we can't be happy. Or, I've lost myself in that experience. I lost my innocence growing up. I lost my childhood growing up. I lost even learning how to have social skills growing up. I've lost all these things. I lost having a parent. Or I had those things and then I lost this, or I lost that, something that's stuck on you, like that little thorny sticker. We're going to help you with that. Because it doesn't have to be stuck there. Instead, we can be in joy. We can be in enlightenment. We can be in peace. At the least, we can be in neutral. And calm your mind, calm your body, and have your mind feeling wonderful peace. So then when you want to live your life and focus on your dreams, there's nothing pulling you back. You're in this full space of deserving. Let me go ahead and keep this off of here. You're in this full sense of deserving and allowing, giving yourself permission. This thing doesn't define this thing. This experience that you had doesn't define your whole life. It's just a part of your whole life. Because these things that have been an experience, they are an experience that you had. They are not who you are, even though it might feel that way, right? Even though it might feel that way to the nth degree. When you have these tools, when you have these supports, going through the worst case, you'll still be able to be in joy, because these things, guys, these things are something I've learned along my life. This is what God planted into my life. If you look at this stuff, you could look it all up and it connects back to the Bible. We are meant to be in authenticity of our emotions. We are meant to be able to feel joy, even in the midst of what's going on in life. We are meant to be in resilience and hope. We are meant to create connections and live authentically. That's how you were created. So this isn't something that is new per se. Sometimes if we don't know how to do something, it's brand new for us. But we might have heard the information, but not knowing how to implement it. And I did not know how to implement this stuff. I didn't do it on my own. I've done it over my life with dozens and dozens and dozens, probably hundreds of people. I've been to dozens of trainings. I've been to all kinds of classes, college, spiritual, personal development. You name it. Some of them short webinars, hour and a half or so. Some of them 5 to 7 days, like morning to night. You just leave to eat and sleep. And I'm taking that information and I'm giving it to you. And we're focusing on how to have your joy, your smile in the midst, doesn't have to go away, in the midst of grief or loss. I hope to see you there. Please do get registered. We do need to connect. Now, if by chance you're looking at this going, well, I can't be there for each one. Plus you'll see the dates, they'll get filled in there. But it's going to be 12, right? There will be a couple weeks that are skipped. So we're going to find ourselves into December. Okay. But if there's any that you can't be there, it's recorded. If there's any that you might show up a little bit late, that's fine. If there's any that you have to leave a little bit early, that's fine. If there's times that you're driving, you can't be on the camera, that's fine. Whew. That's confirmation. That's there to remind me to invite you guys to Clubhouse. I'm getting ready to go there now in 5 minutes. And on Clubhouse, we do Wednesdays with Sarah Young from Jesus Calling. So you're definitely invited to come there. It's called Mindset Reset. It's with myself and Miss Brenda and Miss Miriam. Whew. Got my heart pumping. All right, right? Get your heart pumping for tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you guys there. You get to have these experiences. You get to have this information, and you get to see it's a safe space. There's leniency. You'll be able to ask your questions if you can't attend. And on that recording, your questions will still be answered, right? You'll be able to contact me, ask me questions. So there's all of these things that you're going to find yourself getting, and so much more, because God's going to work with you in your life. I was called to do this. I didn't want to. I was resistant. It felt like a super heavy topic. But I came to this place that said, hello, this is what you do. You help people walk through heavy topics. And so I said, okay, fine. And I did it. And to be honest, it seems like it was meant to be. It's perfect timing. Yeah, because there's some things happening that are creating a lot of loss for people, a lot of grief for people. And so this is perfect timing, and I'm so glad I was obedient. All right, you guys, let me know if you have any questions. Get registered. And what is the link? I'm going to drop it into, you'll see it in the comment, or the post itself, but I'm also going to drop it. I'm going to drop it into the comment box for you. Comments. And I do want you to know that I'm also working with folks on what they can do as far as payments. So please, if you're like, I really want to do that, but I need to figure out different kind of payments, how this could work, then reach out to me. I don't want to hear, well, I would have, but I was embarrassed, or I was, put that stuff down. Put any of those doubts, any of those concerns, any of that stuff, and get yourself on this list. And you should see it in the comments right now. There you go. All right, cool beans. If you have any questions, you can reach out. Let me give you my contact information so you see it here. Voila. You can reach out by phone, text message. You can message me on Facebook. Best thing, just text me, right? If you're someone who's never texted me before, it goes to unknown, but I always keep mine open to all calls. And in case you guys don't know this, check your phones, because there's 2 sections of phones now. There's the section of callers you know, and there's a section of callers you don't know, and you might not realize that. There's an unknown, and so you actually have to go into your messages and click all to be able to see all of them. So you might have people who contacted you, but because they contacted you from a number you didn't know, you won't even see it on your text. So just wanted to share that with you, because I didn't know that at first. And there were people who were reaching out to me, and I was missing it because they went ahead and changed it without my permission, because that's what phone companies do. They just do all the new things because it's wonderful. All right, you guys, bring it in. Big squishy hugs. I look forward to working with you each and every Wednesday, answering your questions, being a support to you, and know that you're loved, whether you like it or not. You take care of you, and ciao for now. Hope to see you tomorrow.